What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. As you can tell by the title, today I'm going to be talking all about my Accutane journey and what I've experienced so far being on Accutane. If you're someone who struggles with severe acne or hyperpigmentation and you have been considering starting Accutane, then you should definitely watch this video. Let me know if you find this video helpful. If you've also tried Accutane or other treatments for acne, I'd love to hear your story, so please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and also give this video a thumbs up so that I can continue creating more content. So let's get right into the video. So I wanted to talk a little bit about my background and what my skin has been like and what led me to start Accutane, and I'll try to insert pictures as much as I can. They might be a little bit gross, just to forewarn you, but I just wanted to talk to you just a little bit about what my skin has been like over the years, how it's changed, and why I decided to start with Accutane. So I was never someone who had flawless skin growing up. Once I became a teenager, that's when I started to get pimples, which is completely normal. I would use Neutrogena products. That was basically my skincare regimen, and I would use those, but I would still get my breakouts, especially when it came around to the time of my period. I would get pimples. I will say that as a teenager, I didn't have to deal with hyperpigmentation. If I did get a pimple, there would be a mark after, but it would fade away. So I didn't really struggle with hyperpigmentation. Then when I hit my 20s, that's when I noticed that my skin started breaking out a lot more. And it mainly used to break out along my cheeks. And I never had to deal with those kinds of pimples as a teenager. So I wondered, what is going on? I done some research and I heard that if you go on birth control can help to control your breakouts. So I started taking birth control, and I did notice a little bit of improvement in my skin. I started getting the pigmentation. Like, the scars would stay there for so long, and I was so self-conscious about it. So throughout my 20s, I continued with birth control to help control my breakouts, and it worked for the most part. I would still, like I said, around my period, or once I started on those placebo pills, that's when the pimples would start coming up. So eventually, I believe that it was in early 2017, I decided that I wanted to come off birth control, and I noticed that my skin started breaking out a lot, like a lot. And doing some research, I realized that that is something that's very common when you come off birth control. That's when I really started to focus a lot more on skincare. But my skin kept getting worse. Like, I'd never had this type of breakout ever. It was so disheartening. I decided to start seeing an esthetician to see if that would help. So I went to an esthetician, got a facial, and she recommended SkinCeuticals, the cleanser, as well as the salicylic acid. I remember I bought 2 or 3 expensive products, and I think each of them was at least $100. And just trying to get to the bottom of my skin. And this was like months, about a year after I'd come off birth control, and I was still breaking out. So I thought maybe this is the best that my skin is going to be. So I began investing a lot more in skincare. I remember I tried a lot of higher end products from Sephora. So I continued to try to work with my skin as much as possible. I was still off birth control. Then last year, I started doing some research. I think I came across a video by Raven Elise, and I don't know if you know her, but she struggled with severe acne since her teen years. And I think she decided that she was going to go on Accutane, and she was chronicling her journey. But at the same time, I was doing a lot of research on just Accutane, just to see different persons' experiences. One day I decided to go to a dermatologist. I asked him if a microdermabrasion would be recommended or a chemical peel. He said that we could always try antibiotic treatments or we could try Accutane. He said, well, you'd be a good candidate for Accutane. So it's like, okay, well, what does it all involve? And he explained to me everything that was involved, and trust me, it's a lot. So Accutane is a form of vitamin A. It reduces the amount of oil released by oil glands in your skin and helps your skin renew itself more quickly. Accutane is used to treat severe nodular acne. So he said in order for me to start treatment, I would have to do a pregnancy test there just to make sure that I'm not pregnant and I'm able to start the treatment. And the reason he wanted to make sure that I wasn't pregnant is because vitamin A is a teratogen. Vitamin A and some other nutrients in high doses during pregnancy can cause birth defects. That is why they want to make sure that you are not pregnant before you start treatment, and you don't become pregnant during the treatment as well. So I had to do a pregnancy test there in the office to make sure that I'm not pregnant, and then I would schedule my appointment to start the treatment the following month. Before I came in for my appointment for the following month, I had to get blood work to make sure that my liver is functioning fine. So the next month when I would actually start treatment for Accutane, I would have had to go to the labs to get my blood work, and then I have to schedule my appointment 2 or 3 days after the lab appointment to meet the doctor. So once I do that, then I also do another pregnancy test just to confirm that I'm still not pregnant. He would review my results from the lab. We do the pregnancy test at the clinic. Then he would send over my prescription to the pharmacy. Now, before I'm able to pick up my prescription, I have to do a questionnaire online with iPledge. And he also mentioned that in order for you to be on Accutane, you also need to have 2 forms of birth control. So he started me on a round of birth control. That every month, that's the process that I'd have to go through. Now, some of the side effects that he did mention to me were that I may experience very dry skin. Whatever products that I'm using right now, I had to stop. And I have to use something that's very, very gentle on my skin. And the products that he recommended were either Cetaphil or CeraVe products. And he said that they can't have any salicylic acid, no form of acid in it. The mildest of all moisturizers and cleansers. He also mentioned that I would experience very dry lips, and he also said that I might experience joint pains, muscle ache. I started noticing the dryness if I don't have any product on and I can't smile, or else my lips will literally crack. I started noticing that the oiliness was going away, which was nice because I have really oily skin. I didn't experience any nosebleeds, and I did notice that at night when I was driving, my vision was a little bit blurred, and that is another side effect. The first month I started off with 40 milligrams of Accutane once a day. Then the second month he increased my dosage to 40 milligrams twice per day. So I was taking 80 milligrams per day, which is a lot. Now I'm basically finishing up my 4th month, and usually Accutane treatment is for 6 months. But based on how my skin reacted, I didn't even have that crazy breakout in month 2 or month 3. So he said that because I'm already taking such a high dosage and my skin has been pretty clear, he says I probably only need 5 months of treatment. So starting June, it's going to be my last month on Accutane. So let's get into the products that I've been using that have been such a lifesaver in this whole experience. Like I said, I've been using the CeraVe cleanser. I've also been using the CeraVe moisturizer. I actually have a sample here. At my last office visit, my doctor gave me samples. This is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. This is, of course, just a sample. The lip products that I've been using are the CeraVe Lip Ointment and also the Aquaphor. And I also use the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask. And I also use the CeraVe Moisturizer, or the CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion. And I also wanted to share with you just some sunscreen that he gave me. The CeraVe Ultralight Moisturizing Lotion, and this is SPF 30. La Roche-Posay, and this is in SPF 50. This is really good This is actually pretty pricey. That is my Accutane experience. I just shared with you my backstory and my experience, and also some of the products that have helped me throughout this journey. And I know that everyone's experience is very different. Some people experience a lot more severe symptoms, but other than that, I think that I tolerated the treatment very well. And I wanted to share this video because even though some may experience more severe side effects than I did, your experience might be completely different. I'm so glad that I didn't write off Accutane because of what I saw other people went through. I'm glad that I gave it a try and experienced it myself, because I think that it's been a great experience for me personally. I don't regret going on the treatment. It is a bit of a hassle. I love having clear skin. I love not having to worry about spots, not feeling like I always have to put on heavy foundation or heavy makeup. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. If you've ever tried Accutane, please share your experience with me in the comment section below. If you've been thinking about it and have any questions that you'd love to ask me, then leave it in the comment section below and let's start talking. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and like I said, just subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you found it very useful, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.